Shalom, we out here once again, giving all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
So, I don't know how to start this, we're just gonna freestyle through the spirit. Did you see my video though, that I did the other day? So I guess just land back off of that, I believe Kamala's gonna win. In fact, I was reading a news article yesterday that said that even Trump is coming to terms with the reality that he's most likely not gonna take the election. He's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not up to the voters, it's not up to anybody but the elites. So I was thinking about this. It should have been obvious from the jump that Biden was old or incompetent. That was obvious from the jump. Why you wait till like a few months before November to roll out that he's no longer gonna run? You know what I'm saying? So it leads me to believe that this was all scripted and planned from the beginning. Make it seem as though there's an incompetent president, and then Kamala's gonna take over, and then she's gonna run and win. But also at the same time, it seems as though Kamala's not very popular among people, and Trump has a lot more support. However, like I said, it doesn't matter who you vote for. It matters who the elites went in the spot. That's what it comes down to. Who's going to be the figurehead? And I believe it's Kamala. What do you think?
I don't think we're going to have an election.
That's also another possibility. You see, there's like 4 different ways this can go down. And that's what's beautiful about it. We're over here theorizing and all that stuff. We don't even know what's going to happen.
Right.
We just know some shit's about to go down now.
Yeah.
You got a preset?
We'll start at the first verse. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
So, a prophet is watching for prophecies that are getting ready to come to pass. Okay?
And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
The vision is the vision that he got when he was in his sleep, because the Bible says that a prophet receives dreams and visions. All right?
The Lord worketh on your mind while you sleep.
Exactly. You want to get that precept?
Yeah. Finish this one. It says, and the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right. So every prophecy that's written in the Bible is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. So Isaiah dreamed it, Jeremiah dreamed it. We're about to see it. But if you want to go even deeper, the prophets are older back on the scene. The reincarnation. You don't know who they are, but they're here.
This is Job 33. I'll start at the 14th verse. It says, for the Most High speaketh once, ye twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed. Then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instructions.
Yeah, so the Most High, he seals his instruction in the minds of his prophets. So you might one night go to sleep, and you'll have a dream, a vision, and then you'll be like, oh, what was this? What was that about? And then the next night, you'll dream again about the same thing. You'll be like, oh, all right, this ain't no regular dream. This has to be a vision. Since it's so clear and vivid, you know what I mean?
You ever have those moments where it's like like you'll have a memory or something in your head, and then maybe days or weeks later, that same thing you envisioned in your head happens, and you just be like deja vu, like I've seen this.
Yeah, that's called deja vu.
I get that a lot. Like the exact same, like when it happened to you at first, you don't even know what it was that you was like going through or the circumstances around the situation, but when you're in it, you'll be like, oh, this was that vision that I had. This is start at the 9th verse. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 9. It says, for we know in part and we prophesy in part, but when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
Right, so grow up. We all have to grow up eventually. You know, the stuff that you was into when you was a child, you're no longer into it when you're an adult. You don't watch cartoons no more, you don't play with toys anymore.
Life forces you to grow up. Last verse. It says, for now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face, now I know in part, but then shall I know even as I am known.
Yeah, see through a glass and it becomes more clearer, right? So, in part, that's what happens when you come into the knowledge of the truth, when you have knowledge of self. Because when you initially come into the truth, you don't have it all down. You don't know everything. You know, you're new and fresh. But as you grow and become more seasoned, it's like, yo, I wish I would have saw things clearer way before. But you know, that's part of the course. That's part of the growth. You know, you don't learn everything in one day. About to come down.
I doubt it's been like this all day. This is Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be. Actually, I'm gonna start up. Let's start at the 8th verse. This is Isaiah 55 and 8. It says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord Yahweh.
So you can't compare yourself to the Most High. Because the Most High is like the ultimate Jake.
It says, for as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. For as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and returneth not thither, but watereth the earth, and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower, and bread to the eater.
Right. Seed to the sower, bread to the eater. Because this truth is likened unto farming and eating. You know what I'm saying? So what we're out here doing right now, we're giving out the bread to the children, but they don't want it. And we putting olive oil on it too, with some garlic.
Yeah, we're just out here sowing seeds. See if anything comes of it.
And that too, that part too. However, it's pointless putting a seed into the ground if it's not good ground. So a lot of our people are sadly, they're not of good soil. That's why the Lord said that 2/3 are going to get caught up in the destruction of Babylon. You're not going to make it.
Isaiah 55 and 11. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void.
It shall not return unto me void. Prophecy. So it's beautiful to see all these prophecies manifesting before us. So what do the unbelievers have to say now? Wait until they come out with the charagma, the MOTB. Wait till that happens. Then people are gonna be like, yo, the Bible's it's gotta be real now.
Right.
And they're not gonna know what to do though.
Yeah, they're still gonna take it.
Yeah, they're still gonna take it. At that point, you see, they probably gonna ban the scriptures, because it's clearly in the scriptures how that prophecy is gonna come into fruition. No buying and selling without it, right? So
even that's prophecy, you know, banning the scriptures, you know, famine of the word. It's all prophecy.
right.
Says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the things whereinto I sent it.
It shall not come back to him void. So whatever the Most High said through his prophets is going to happen, like I said.
That was it on that. You got a precept?
Yeah. 1 Corinthians 1 and 27.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 27. It says, but the Most High hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
So read it again.
Yeah, 1 Corinthians 1 and 27 says, but the Most High hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise.
The Most High chose the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. So it's like, you know, the scriptures say that when the rich man speaks, the people
Exalted.
the people listen. But when the poor man speaks, people don't listen because he's looked at as like a foolish person. Or what can I learn from him? You get as far as you get learning from a fool, right? But you don't get far, right? That's what they say. So the world looks at us as like we're foolish. However, it's like we're the underdogs. It's no different from like David, how he was like a shepherd, right? A shepherd man. And he was looked at as lowly and meek. However, the Most High chose him and exalted him. So it's like that's really us. That's our life story. Yeah. You know, we're slept on. We're the underdogs. We're the little ones. We're the meek.
Like King David, he was like, he had like, there was people who looked more suited to take down Goliath, but David, he was just the young one, the small one.
Right. And then Goliath didn't even take him serious. They're like, yo, get somebody more seasoned. Like, be for real. This guy's gonna propose a challenge.
Yeah, Goliath, he was popping his shit.
So, like I said, it's like us. See, the world is gonna find out that we was right all along.
Yep.
And when it does, we're gonna brag about it. We're gonna be like, see, we tried to tell you before, but you wouldn't listen.
On that day, don't come around me. Family members, all like, don't come around me. I'm gonna be cold in that day.
When the MOTB comes out, I'm going ghost.
Facts.
Don't talk to me.
Like
When Jacob's trouble comes to pass, first of all, you're not gonna have access to me because I'm probably gonna be in jail or some shit or homeless. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's like in Isaiah 4 though. It's like a 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. Don't come around me. Like Eve, they're gonna be looking for somebody to save them in that day. You can't come around here. You're not welcome.
Because what we're saying is real.
Right.
The MOTB is real. So when that happens, you're gonna have to make a choice. Stay on the grid or go off the grid. That's what the hour of temptation is speaking about. That's what it means. Because you're gonna be tempted. Who the hell wants to go through death, imprisonment, homelessness? Who really wants to deal with that, really?
But the reason these people are gonna take it is because they don't know what's to come if you endure, you know, those hardships. They see it. They really think this place is gonna continue forever. They don't see. They can't fathom, a savior coming to take down this system.
Exactly. Like picture like this. You're trying to go up into the store to buy something, and you can't if you don't have the Quran. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna be camped out at the store, be like, yo, you'll be paying, like, yo, you give me something. You know what I mean? You're gonna be begging.
People are gonna be lovers of themselves in that day, so they ain't gonna be trying to look out.
They're gonna be like, you ain't get your chip yet?
Yeah.
What's up with you?
Yeah. Get down. What you doing?
You did it to yourself. You're gonna be like that. So the Bible says that, right? It speaks about that. So you have to prepare mentally. Get your mind right.
So 1 Corinthians 1:27 again. It says, but the Most High hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
Yeah, because you got all these people that got their college education and they think that they're better than somebody. You know what I'm saying? I study statistics. Oh, I study science. I know more than you. No, you don't know more than me. I know about Bible prophecy, but stuff's everything that you know. You know what I mean?
Yep. Because the thing is, what we have, you can't pay for it. You can't even get it if you want it.
You can't buy the Holy Spirit.
You can't, even if you want it, you can't get it. The Lord has to choose you to get it.
He has to open up your third eye.
You got to be of the elect.
Our people out here, they're uncivilized.
Yeah, Babylonians.
The Most High, he's not dealing with all of our people. It's sad, but that's just the way it is. That's why he's only dealing with a small remnant. And, it's good to stick with brothers that are like-minded. That's ideal. Who the hell wants to deal with somebody on a daily basis that's in the world, that has an ignorant mentality? You know what I mean? Because then it's just going to drag you down. That's why when you come into the truth, you got to cut certain people off and cut certain things off, right?
That's what Lot was talking about, the vexation. Like these people really just dealing with a wicked nigga every day, just a 2/3 nigga every day. Like that shit is vexing.
And some people got to deal with their wicked wife every day. Right.
Pull up, they get out of work, they sitting in the driveway before they don't even want to come inside.
So that's part of enduring, because this life that we live is nothing compared to how we're gonna be living in the kingdom of heaven. Because in the kingdom, we're gonna have everybody on the same page. Everybody's gonna be living right and eating right, and treating one another right. You're not gonna have to worry about your wife leaving you or committing adultery.
Children growing up to be demons.
Yeah, and going to jail or getting hooked on drugs. So it's gonna be very different. And personally, I can speak for you too. We can't wait for the end of the world, the end of this kingdom, man. That's why we're occupied in prophecy. That's why all we really talk about or think about every day is prophecy, right? I know there's not a day that goes by where you don't think about the end of this kingdom. You know what I mean? So of course, we know how to maneuver in this world. We're functioning individuals, right? It's not like we just lay it up in the corner or in the closet somewhere, mad at the world. Yo, I don't want to go outside. I can't stand everybody. Nah. The Apostle Paul said that if it be possible, be peaceful with all people, right? So that's how you should deal with life. Be peaceful with everybody. You know how some people will come into the truth and they're overzealous. They're like, that's the Edomite. That's the devil. Forget them. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go to their stores at one point or another. So it's you gotta be level-headed.
Right. I got a precept. Alright. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 31. It says, and they that use this world as not abusing it.
Yeah, right. Some people qualify for government assistance. You know, that's fine. If you can get it, get it.
Right. It's the least they can give you.
I mean, we all pay taxes, right? You pay into taxes.
Right.
So if you can get what you can get, then that's cool. But don't abuse it. You know, don't fall in love with it. You know, don't put it over the Most High, because when the Most High tells you it's time to like really like flee out of this society mentally, then you gotta be ready to do that.
Yeah.
And if not, then that's you falling in love with the system.
At the drop of a dime.
Because the Most High is gonna tell us when it's time. Like, yo, this is it. There's no point of return, right?
It's like with the rich man. He wasn't willing to forsake all his riches. So he couldn't do it. That's him loving the world. Finish this one. Right. 1 Corinthians 7:31 again says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. And everything you see here is getting ready to be destroyed by Yahushua and his angels. Back in 1 Corinthians 1:27 says, but the Most High hath chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and the Most High hath chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. I got a precept for that. This is Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
And that's what we're doing now. And that's what we're seeing now. The stage is set for World War III, which is Bible prophecy.
Even the shit with this new shit coming out, the Mpox.
Chill.
Let's see where that goes. Esau, I'm telling you, Esau, he's digging into the archive trying to bring out shit. That's making shit up.
Shit you don't want to catch. Right?
Oh, hell nah. I'm telling you, if you ain't get the first one, you see that shit, you might be itching like, ah, shit. I might gotta get that one.
I was talking to some Jake the other day.
Look, with his mask on in the car.
Oh, shit. This how he was talking about it. They was like, yeah, 2020 part 2. It was like, yeah, hell yeah, that would be lit. I was talking to Jake, he was like, yeah, that would be lit. 2020 part 2.
Lock this shit down again. I wouldn't mind it. Let's get these people gonna get riled up. You know these people ain't going for it the second time.
Because we was talking about the new thing, the new pestilence, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't really know like
what's gonna come of it.
We don't know if anything's gonna come of it. We gotta wait.
You got a precept?
Yeah, Isaiah 33:6.
This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure.
Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. So when everything seems like it's falling around you, if you have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, then you're gonna keep a level head. You're gonna be chilling. Because in Jacob's trouble, yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to live. But at the same time though, tell me not, you're gonna be like, yo, we knew this was gonna happen, so let it happen. That's gonna be our mindset.
While we're going through it, like say you in the wilderness or you in a jail somewhere, you're gonna be like, yo, and so the Lord's on his way.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be happy. Right. I know it's like we're close to the end.
That's what's good. That's gonna be your faith booster. That's what's gonna be able to get you through.
But if somebody's not in the knowledge, then they're gonna be panicking.
Yeah, you're gonna be bugging out.
So that's why we embrace it, we welcome it.
Right.
Let these prophecies come to pass. Because we knew what was gonna happen before it's gonna happen.
Right. Sooner the better.
Over there. You got a precept? Or is there more in Isaiah 33:6?
That was it.
Okay.
Matthew 24.
Read Matthew 24 and 24.
24?
Yeah, 24 and 24.
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 24. For there shall arise false anointed and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Yeah, so you're going to have false anointed, false messiahs. And those are going to be the ones that tell you it's okay to take the MOTD. Go ahead and take it. You got to eat. You got to pay your rent, your mortgage. You want your life back to normal? Go ahead and take it. That's what they're going to say.
Yeah. That's what these people are going to be yearning for.
And especially the people in the black church. You know, they're going to be deceived.
Yeah, they're going to get their marching orders.
Because there's no light in them. They don't talk about nothing.
At all.
Concerning prophecy.
That shit is just a concert.
Like, it's sad that the Edomite Christians, they go more into prophecy than the Jakes. That's sad, bro.
Hey, the Christian church, especially like Jake, it's nothing but a concert. You put on your Sunday's best, and you go to the concert.
Or it might be a drummer boy. He's getting ready, getting dressed. He's gonna perform on Sunday on the drums. This other guy plays the guitar, and and that's the height of their Sunday. That's what they like, the most of most churches.
All these women in the church fawning over the drummer.
Women spread rumors.
All them church women do is talk shit. I'm telling you, man. All they do is gossip all day.
Exactly.
Is that the spirit of the Lord? All they do is gossip 24/7. Then they go in each other's face on Sunday, be smiling in each other's face like they wasn't talking shit about each other. I'm telling you, I seen this shit with my own eyes, yo. Yeah, Christian church is a joke.
That's two-faced. You ain't supposed to do that according to the Bible. The Bible says you're supposed to treat one another well. You know what I'm saying? Be peaceful with one another. Love thy neighbor as you love yourself, right?
That's sowing discord among brethren.
That too.
And you say sisters as well. This is
See, it's the little things that our people can't even grasp.
Alright. This is I'm gonna jump up to Matthew 24 and 14. Actually, 13. This is Matthew 24 and 13. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
So we have to endure until the end. We can't say that we're saved right now. We can't say we're gonna make it. We don't know what's gonna happen.
And that's those Christians that's talking about they saved. Then when you ask them what you saved from, they can't give you a solid answer.
They just say saved because they got baptized.
Right.
Which is not wrong with getting baptized physically, but it's more ideal to be baptized spiritually and mentally.
Right. Baptized by the word.
Baptized by the word. Because the word is what really changes your actions and your ways. You start reading and studying, and you learn how you should conduct yourself.
Matthew 24 and 14 says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
So this gospel is being preached around the world right now, and we're really doing it through the internet. The internet is helping. That's why we're filming, we're shooting a documentary. Anybody can really go up and see it, you know what I mean?
And if the Lord wants you to see it, it'll pop up on your timeline. It'll pop up on your, your YouTube feed. Like, you ever just, there's people you don't even subscribe to and they just pop up on your feed, like a random video. You're like, how did this even get to me?
So the water, Yahweh Ba Hashem Yahweh Shai, for creating YouTube and the internet.
That was really the whole purpose of the internet, is this right here. Because people right now, what do they do with the internet? They're on Instagram, shaking ass, flashing their cash, showing their gun. It's a bunch of folly that goes on the internet, man.
They try to promote a lifestyle that's like Similar to how rappers and entertainers live.
They fronting. You're not even really living like that.
Exactly.
You're struggling like everybody else.
Why you over there throwing singles up in the strip club?
Right. You're just making it look good.
You're over there getting deceived. You're paying to get teased. Why don't you take that money and like invest it into like something else? You know what I mean?
Because the internet has made these people prideful.
The internet got people living a certain way and dressing a certain way and acting a certain way.
All right. That's it or not? That's the point. Got another. Go to Matthew.
Over there flashing a bottle of like Don Julio or some type of cognac. You in the club, so you already know a bottle in the club is probably gonna cost like $200.
Some shit like that. Ridiculous.
Something outrageous. But you do that to try to keep up with the Joneses, to try to live that lifestyle. Just worry about yourself. Do your own thing.
This is Matthew chapter 16. We start at the 4th verse. Actually, I'm going to start at the 3rd verse. This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 3. And in the morning it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times?
Yeah, so you can tell when it's about to rain or when it's sunny. It's going to be a clear day. But you can't tell what's going to happen in the future according to Bible prophecy. That's sad. Because this really is life or death. You just go about your day-to-day life and activities, and you're not even concerned about what the future holds. That means you're not a prudent person. A prudent person thinks about the future.
They're thinking about their future here. They're not thinking about the kingdom of heaven.
Or they're thinking about the now.
Yeah, they're in the flesh, not in the spirit. They're worried about, trying to build up themselves in this kingdom so they can have their White House, picket, the white fence.
Well, I'm here to tell you, it ain't gonna be none of that. It ain't gonna be none of that.
That shit is over with.
You see the price of a house nowadays, right? The interest rates. People are hoping that they're gonna slash the interest rates, but if they do that, then it's gonna have an effect on the dollar. Then the dollar's gonna go down even more, cause more inflation. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. They're just waiting for the perfect time to do it, really. And whatever ensues, ensues. So whether they do it in September or whether they do it in December, we gotta wait and see. But I'll tell you one thing, it's right around the time of the election.
Let you have a kid in this kingdom. That shit'll stress you out. You'll be sad.
Yeah, it's so crazy how everything. You see a lot going on right now around election season. A lot is going on right now.
Matthew 16:4 said, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it.
A wicked and adulterous generation, they look for a sign because they're carnal minded. They can't look at the scriptures and like see that prophecies are going to happen and come to pass.
Says
They don't have faith
at all.
The scriptures speak about how it's better to be more invested in the intangible as opposed to the tangible, because it measures how great your faith is. You got to be spiritual. The Bible says that a spiritual man judges all things. All things.
So Matthew 16:4 again. It says, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. And that sign of the prophet Jonas is when Jonas, he was swallowed up in the belly of that great fish, which we presume to be like a whale, for 3 days and 3 nights. That's likened to Yahushua, not returning. He died, rose after the 3rd day, That's what it's likened to.
Yeah, so Jake is looking for the sign of the coming of the Messiah. Well, it's right before our eyes. It's evident that the Most High is getting ready to visit this place. Right. However, you got many Jakes that can't see it. They don't understand it. And by the time they do see it, by the time they see the chariots crack the skies, it's going to be too late because they didn't have faith and they wasn't invested into this truth.
Right. You squandered your grace period. This time now is a grace period to repent. But Jake, they're gonna do it when it's too late, when the missiles are whistling down from the skies, coming to destroy this place. That's when they're gonna want to get right. Yeah, as per usual.
They're gonna dunk over it. They're gonna get low under a table.
Nah, they're gonna drop to their knees, calling on Jesus. That's it or not.
What the hell are you gonna do when the missiles coming at you?
Nothing you can do.
Right.
That's gonna be a day.
You gotta go out like Bordak. I don't know if you ever seen Dragon Ball Z, but Bordak is Goku's father. And if you ever seen the way he died, Frieza, he shot like a ball of destruction. The magnetic ball, whatever you want to call it. You know how they had superpower. And Bordak, he couldn't ward it off. He got caught up in the destruction. He tried to counter it and stop it, but he just got burned up, really.
Fire is no joke, yo. I remember, I was cooking yesterday. I went to go open the oven, and the heat that hits your face. I could imagine being burnt up by fire. That's gonna be a hell of a way to go out, man. That's it or not. Got a preset?
Let's see.
I can't wait to see what November has in store.
Me too. Pretty easy. I guess we can read Revelation 19 and 10. Since we're talking about prophecy.
I'll start the 7th verse. This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 7. It says, "Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him. For the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready."
Yeah, his wife. What does it say?
I'll read it again. In Matthew 19 and 7, the header is marriage of the Lamb.
Yeah, so Israel is likened unto a beautiful and comely bride. So we're going to be married unto the Most High through Yahushua, because Yahushua, he reconciled the differences between us and the Father. Keep going.
Matthew 19 and 8, it says, "And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white. For the fine linen is the righteousness of saints." And when you go in white, that's a representation of purity.
Got all white on. That bullet wasn't meant for me. Got all white on. I remember Bimmy said that. I was watching Bad Papa interview, and Bimmy was telling the story how he was on the street corner and then he was with his homies, and they got shot at, and he said he happened to have all white on that day, and I think he said his mans got shot, but he didn't. So it's like after the ordeal happened, he was like yeah, I got all white on. It wasn't meant for me to be hit. I got all white on.
He was talking. He was like, "I never got into the Muslim thing. All my friends that was in the street, they was into that."
Yeah, but he was talking about the 5 Pacifics. Mm-hmm. He was like, they believe that God, well, half of them are in jail.
He said, "I believe in Jesus."
Which there are similarities between what the 5%ers teach and what we teach. They teach that the black man is God. I mean, that's true. You know, that's in the Psalms. It does say that we're gods. I'll give him that.
So Revelation 19:9 says, and he saith unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, these are the true sayings of the Most High. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou did it not? I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua.
So he tried to worship the angel, right? So the angel was like, nah, I'm your fellow brother, and we have the testimony of Yahushua. So the testimony of Yahushua is associated with prophecy as well. Because Yahushua, he warned about everything that was going to happen to us. He warned about 70 AD, and he even warned about the times that we're living in now and how we're going to be living. So that's why he says to carry your cross and be a good cheer, right?
Right. So Revelation 19 and
notice how when you read like the New Testament, majority of it was written by the Apostle Paul, right? So the Most High, Yahushua, he was dealing with his disciples, his men. He put the Spirit on them to teach about the gospel and the testimony of Yahushua. So everything that those men wrote down, it's like we listen to it. We incorporate it into our personal lives daily. But not many people do that. You know what I'm saying?
Revelation 19:9 says, and he saith unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he said unto me, these are the true sayings of the Most High. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou did it not. I am thy fellow servant, and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
The spirit of prophecy. So that's why we're in prophecy mode. That's what we're most concerned about. We're not concerned about starting a sewing class to sign up the women for, so that they can learn how to sew for their men. We don't care about that shit. We're not concerned about starting a food drive so we can feed the homeless. We're not plotting and scheming on how we're going to get our next dollar. How we're going to make money off the truth.
Right.
You know, anybody can do that. That's easy. You've seen that time and time again. Whether it's been through Christianity, Catholicism, Islam, and it's, you know, people do the same thing in the truth. You know, as far as like the Israelite community. So our main focus, like I said, is just privacy. That's all we care about.
Exactly. That should let you know who has the truth and who doesn't. You know, like GMS, you know, even us, we're not looking for members. We're not looking for nobody to come up here and join us.
In fact, the less the better.
Exactly. You know, if the spirit...
Quality over quantity.
Fact. If the spirit has somebody, you know, come into this thing genuinely, then we'll accept them. But otherwise, we're not looking for members. We're not looking for money. We just want to go. We just go out here and do our lessons and spread the truth. And if
we don't have no use for no fake dudes that stand on the side and they're disingenuous about the truth. We don't have no use for guys like that.
With your hands in your pockets.
You're over there teaching, preaching. You might send a brother a precept. He don't, in the back of his mind, he don't really believe it. He's just there to find a wife, or he's just there because he likes the brethren and the unity. You might like that aspect of the truth. But as far as like certain prophecies, he might be cherry picking and he's like, nah, I'm not fully on board with that. And eventually, guys like that get weeded out.
That's why the street ministry, like going out on the highways and hedges, that separates the boys from the men. That lets you know who's really serious about this thing. Are you willing to go out on a Saturday afternoon or a Saturday evening?
Or any day for that fact.
Or any day. But you know niggas and they Saturdays. You know Jake love they Saturdays. They live for they Saturdays. So that lets you know, like, this, we put this first. So that lets you know who's really sincere about this thing and who's not.
But at the same time, though, the Bible says that not everybody's going to be a teacher. We're going to have helpers.
We all have, our different spiritual gifts.
What really matters is like the sincerity and the faith. Some people do things and they don't even know why they do things.
That was in the Revelation, right?
Yeah, that's it.
This is Amos chapter 3. Start the 6th verse. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets." And the secrets, lie in the book, the Bible. The coming destruction of this place, who the true people on the signs are. These are all the secrets. Well, those are some of the secrets. Says the lion hath roared, who will not fear? The Lord power hath spoken, who can but prophesy? Published in the places at Ashdod, and in the places in the land of Egypt, and say, assemble yourselves upon the mountains of Samaria, and behold, the great tumult in the midst thereof, and the oppressed in the midst thereof.
So spiritually, that's like a miracle.
For they know not to do right, saith the Lord, who store up violence and robbery in their places. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, an adversary there shall be an even round about the land, and he shall bring down thy strength from thee, and thy places shall be spoiled. That's it on that.
I appreciate it. Amos 9 and 8.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. It says, behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom.
So that sinful kingdom is really talking about Israel. However, it's twofold, because you can apply that same logic to America. See, the Most High sees everything that's going on. He knows the wickedness and the sins that are being committed on a daily basis in this country.
It says, Amos 9 and 8 again.
Let me also say this. You ever heard about like the Harlem Renaissance? Yeah. And we also know about the history of One West and how that came up out of Harlem, New York. The way I look at it, it's like, you could say New York is like spiritual Jerusalem. You could say it like that. And I remember also watching that show, Raising Canaan. Joey Badass, he referred to New Jersey as New Jerusalem. But you could say that New York and Jersey are like really one and the same. They're connected, but it's just borders, right? So we've seen what the Most High did to ancient Jerusalem, ancient Israel, and you know what he's gonna do. So I guess you could say like modern day Israel. That's the metaphor or the analogy that I'm trying to use. Ultimately, he's gonna destroy this place.
Well, in the scriptures it says Jerusalem is a people before it is a place, and our elders go all the way back then teaching this truth. So it started with them and it trickled all the way down to us.
And that's kind of deep.
Yeah, that's deep. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. It says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve."
Right.
Yet,
So the Most High, He scattered us throughout the four corners of the earth. Therefore, He's going to know the difference between a Jake that is actually a Jake, but doesn't look like a Jake, and somebody that is a heathen, but they might look like a Jake. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, the parable, wheat and the tare.
Yeah, the wheat and tear.
Yeah. No.
Like right now, you got Jakes over there in India. Believe it or not.
You got Jakes everywhere. You can't go nowhere and Israelites aren't there on the planet.
You got Jakes over there in Africa, of course.
Japan,
Israel, the land of Israel right now. You just said Japan.
the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Jake is everywhere.
Italy. I mean, I can go on and on.
Amos 9 and 9 says, "For lo, I will command."
And so actually, let me also say this. Those Jakes that are in the neutral zones, they got a better chance of making it than Jake over there in America, because it's going to be slim pickings in America. You're either going to get beamed up or you're going to get destroyed. Straight up. So everybody that's here in America, you're either here to get delivered or get sacrificed. People want to chase the American dream because they think that whatever situation they got going on here is better than what they had in their previous country. However, the American dream is really something that fools people. I mean, really, this is supposed to be the lifestyle that you dreamed of? Getting up, going to work every day, living paycheck to paycheck? And then just maybe you'll have enough money to save up, you can go on a vacation every now and then. Or you might just stay locked in grind mode. And then you like, you know what? I'll enjoy life once I turn 65. So you gotta work your entire life, and then you get to sit down, kick your feet up, and enjoy yourself when you turn 65, when you're close to death. That sounds like slavery, man.
Look what you people fight for. That's their pride, though. They think, oh, life's not so bad. We get to go on vacation for a week.
Oh, let me say this. This is the new thing I found out about. It's called debt vacation.
Debt vacation, yeah.
So you max out your credit card, you go out on vacation on credit, because you don't got it like that, you know what I'm saying?
Same people do that for Christmas. Every time Christmas roll around, they maxing out them credit cards. All that shit. But this is what you people are willing to fight for. Like, just let this place have it. Let this place have it. Just let it go.
Because you got to figure, let's say you're going to Europe somewhere. That's 5 G's right off the bat. You want to go to Japan, that's thousands of dollars. So people will say, you know what? I'm just going to live in the now. Tomorrow's not promised. Let me just max out my credit card and live life the way I want to. Do things that makes me happy. It says that's how you want to do it. And that's how you want to do it. Do you.
And then you got to report to your punk ass job on Monday.
Yeah.
That really rest?
You get a week or two off from work, and you got to go back to reality.
Right. Back to reality.
Or you was already fucked up before you went on vacation, and you taking your credit card with you, and it's like you're having a hard time enjoying yourself because you know everything you're doing is on debt. Using your credit card.
I gotta get some.
It makes sense that that's how people live, because America is a melting pot. You come to America, you're gonna see everybody from every nation on earth. So naturally, they're gonna want to go back to their homeland, so to say, visit, or go someplace else. That's why the travel industry is huge.
This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6.
In fact, people are going to be looking to get out of America. Because you see how bad it is now? They're going to be like, you know what, it's not even working. Let me go back to my own country.
They didn't. They found out America was selling fake dreams. Just telling them lies the whole time. This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. Says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. And that's really what it all boils down to. You know, the Israelites, they're destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They think because they got a decent 9 to 5 and some health insurance that things is all right here. But that's not the case. You know, if you're looking at the world through your spiritual lens and not just carnally through the flesh. That's it. Back to Amos 9:9. It says, for lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations like as corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
The evil shall not overtake or prevent us.
In that day will I raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old.
So in the last days, the Most High will raise up the 12 tribes of Israel and unite them to some capacity,
so that they may possess the remnant of Edom, and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord Yahweh, that doeth this.
Because ultimately we're going to have slaves and servants in the kingdom of heaven. It says we're going to possess the nation of Edom. So when it's all said and done, when we're in the kingdom, every tribe of Israel is going to be on the same page. They're going to be fully united. You could say that we're united now to some degree. I mean, you know how we are amongst the Israelite community. You know, you might run into some brother that's a Manassite or Issacharite or Reubenite or Gadite. You know what I'm saying? But like, picture the Israelite community now how it is, but on like a nation worldwide scale. Like, we're all gonna be in the truth. We're all gonna be on the same page. Like, that's beautiful.
Right.
Like, a fellow Israelite knows better than to steal from his brother. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta worry about him coming into your house and stealing something. It's like, nah, he's good.
Right.
But you gotta worry about a nigga in the world.
Amos 9:13.
Getting ready to close.
Amos 9:13 says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that the plowman shall overtake the reaper, and the treader of grapes, him that soweth seed, and the mountain shall drop sweet wine, and all the hills shall melt.
Bring it down.
Yeah, it's talking about how we're gonna overtake Esau.
Yeah, the tables are gonna turn. We're not always gonna be on the bottom.
Yeah, because we're the plowmen in this kingdom, and Esau is the reaper. You know, you go to work, you just get a you make all this money for him, but you get a fraction, you get a little piece of it. But he reaps it all.
He gets the lion's share.
Right. It says, and I will bring again the captivity of my people of Israel. And they shall build the waste cities, and inhabit them. And they shall plant vineyards, and drink the wine thereof. They shall also make gardens, and eat the fruit of them.
So we're gonna have our own lands. You're gonna have real food. You might have a castle. You might have a wine cellar underneath your castle. Let the vineyard going somewhere. We're gonna really be living like royalty. We're gonna have supreme superpowers.
You're gonna have a guest castle, not a guest house. You're gonna have a guest castle.
Which I like castles. I like going into like different castles around Europe. You know, looking at them. So it's interesting.
It says last verse. It says, and I will plant them, Amos 9:15 says, and I will plant them upon their land, and they shall no more be pulled up out of their land which I have given them, saith the Lord thy power. Yes, so we're gonna have complete autonomy in the kingdom of heaven. No outside influence. Nobody's gonna be able to tell us what we can and cannot do in the kingdom of heaven. And that's beautiful. Especially when righteous are in rulership, who's going to be able to tell us anything? And everybody's going to be done right, except, our servants, the slaves. But all the other Israelites, even the other nations after they serve, their captivity under us, they're going to be all right. They're going to be in better shape than when Esau was leading them.
Yeah, for sure. So we're not going to be like a merciless people.
Right.
Even Esau's going to get mercy after 1,000 years.
It says, let all things be done decently and in order. Let all things be done decently and in order. That even applies to the kingdom of heaven, not just now.
Right. So with that, we're going to close.
Shalom.
Peace to the gods.